name's Walter. Welcome to Just Like Me Sing and Story Time. I hope you're sitting down comfortably because today we're going to read a book about some scarecrows that scares the crows away, and even it has a wedding. The scarecrows is planning a wedding. So it's about a boy scarecrow and a girl scarecrow. Can you guess it's about the scarecrows? That is right. The story is called The Scarecrow's Wedding, and it's written by Julia Donaldson, and the drawings were done by Axel Scheffler. And you know about this book, you can go to Amazon or you can go to the bookshop, you can find one. If you find one, go get one now. Or if not, that's okay. We're going to read the story together. So there's no silly and there's no giggling. Okay? Let's begin. The Scarecrow's Wedding. Betty O'Barley and Harry O'Hay were scarecrows. They scared lots of crows every day. Harry loved Betty, and Betty loved Harry. So Harry said, "Betty, my beauty, let's marry. Let's have a wedding, the best wedding yet, a wedding that no one will ever forget." Betty agreed, so they hugged and they kissed. Then Betty said, "Harry dear, let's make a list." "Just as you say," answered Harry O'Hay. So they wrote down the things they would need on a day: a dress of white feathers, a necklace of shells, lots of pink flowers, 2 rings and some bells. Then Harry gave Betty O'Barley his arm, and the scarecrow set off on a hunt round the farm. They hadn't gone far when they spotted some geese. "Oh, geese, if you'll give us a feather apiece, you can come to our wedding. The best wedding yet. The wedding that no one will ever forget." Whoa, honked the geese. And they each gave a feather. A spider friend offered to sew them together. "Hooray!" cried the scarecrows. They hugged and they kissed, and they hurried back home and cross-dressed off their list. Then Harry gave Betty O'Barley his arm, and they set off once more on a hunt around the farm. They hadn't gone far when some cows gathered round, and the bells around their necks made a wonderful sound. Ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding. "Oh, cows, will you please come and make your bells ring for our wonderful wedding, the best wedding yet, the wedding that no one will ever forget." "Yes," mooed the cows. "We can tinkle our bells." Then a crab scuttled up with a necklace of shells. Some mice found 2 rings in a bin. They were certain rings had belonged to an old farmhouse curtain. "Hooray!" cried the scarecrows. They hugged and they kissed. "Pink flowers are other things left on our list." Then Harry said, "Betty dear, I can find those. Why don't I pick some while you have a doze?" Pink flowers, pink flowers," was a big stripy bee. "I can find a field of pink flowers. Follow me." So the bee led the way, and they travelled for hours till they came to a field of pretty pink flowers. Harry stood thinking, "I won't pick them yet. I need to find water to keep their stalks wet." "Just follow me," croaked the lump-heeled toad. "There's a lovely wet pool at the top of this road." horribly steep. I'm tired, said the toad. They stopped for a sleep. Early next morning they came to a pool. This water, said Harry, is beautifully cool, but now I need something to carry it in. A jug, or a vase, or a cup, or a tin. I think I can help, said a small squirrely snail. I can show you the way to a very fine pail. So the snail and the scarecrow set off on their way. But the snail was so slow, it took more than a day. Betty was worried. What's happened to Harry? Where is the scarecrow I'm planning to marry? The farmer came by with a frown on his face. He made a new scarecrow to take Harry's place. Good day, said the scarecrow. I'm Reginald Rake. He took Betty's hand and he gave it a shake. Together, he told her, you make a fine pair. You're really quite pretty apart from your hair. Then he jumped into the tractor and said, hop in. I'm a really fast driver. Let's go for a spin. But Betty said, no, I must wait here for Harry. He's a scarecrow I'm planning to marry. We're planning our wedding, the best wedding yet, a wedding that no one will ever forget. Reginald laughed. Ha, ha, ha. You'll be waiting forever. Forget about Harry. I bet he's not clever. A grufter. It's named for that little tractor. Name for that tractor. It says grufter instead of saying tractor. It's just a shape of a gruffalo. I must be the cleverest scarecrow alive. I can sing lots of songs, I can dance, I can drive. I'm dashing, I'm daring, I'm cool as can be. I can even blow smoke rings. Just watch me and see. And he took a big fat cigar from a packet the farmer had foolishly left in his jacket. But smoking is bad for you, Betty exclaimed. Really, you ought to be feeling ashamed. Don't be a fusspot, said Reginald Rake. My smoke rings are stuttering. Make no mistake. He struck up a light and tried hard to smoke, but straight away started to splutter and choke. What happened next was completely unplanned. The lighted cigar tumbled out of his hands. Uh-oh, something's gonna happen next. Oh no, let's see. I'm scared to open a page, okay? It fell to the ground and it started a fire. Betty screamed, help, as the flames flickered higher. But Reginald Rake said, I'd better be off. And he bounded away with a terrible cough. Oh, he's running away. Then suddenly, who should appear on the farm but Harry O'Hay with a pail in his arm. Betty! Cried Harry, my own future wife. He poured on the water and saved Betty's life. They picked up their flowers, they hugged and they kissed, and they said now that everything crossed off the list. So, Betty O'Barley and Harry O'Hay wed one another the very next day, and everyone, even a snail who was late, said, "Don't they look happy? And don't they look great?" "This," they agreed, as they sprinkled confetti on Harry O'Hay and his beautiful Betty, "is the best wedding ever, the best wedding yet, the wedding that no one will ever forget." That's the end of today's story. That story was called The Scarecrow's Wedding by Julia Donaldson and illustrated by Axel Scheffler. I think all about Betty O'Barley and Harry O'Hay did very, very well. They all planned for themselves, and they done all lots of good times. Now it's time for them to have a lovely break. I'm afraid I need a break. Oh, Ralphie needs a break. Are you tired and do you want to go back to work after all that beautiful scarecrow fun? Oh, I really do need a break. I'm afraid I'll have to go back to work soon. But don't worry, I'll see you again very, very soon. I'll do some more videos. So, don't forget to click and like this button and notification bell, and see you again from Just Like Me, Sing and Story Time. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.